Greetings, people of Earth. We come in peace. We are here for the podcast, not to take it, but to enjoy it along with you. Hurry up, it's starting. The absolutely completely random podcast is coming up next. Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew Rhodes, and welcome to the absolutely completely random podcast for the second week in September, the second Saturday of September. Holy crap, I could have went to a flea market today. Oh well, too late now. Saturday, September 8th, 2018. My name's Andrew Rhodes. I already said that. Why the hell am I saying it twice? Okay, let's try that again as I just rebooted myself. I got a fun podcast in store for everybody this week. So what are my topics? What am I talking about? The epic death battle between Optimus Prime and the RX-78-2 Gundam took place, and it was a little mediocre. It was good, but a little mediocre, and I'm going to be talking about it. Adventure Time has finally come to an end, and if you really want to talk about half-assed, mediocre type of endings, that definitely qualifies. I'm sorry to any fans out there that were looking forward to me saying good things about it, but honestly, I have a mixed bag. There is a new actor to play Professor Oak in the Japanese version of Pokémon. That's right, the late Unshō Ishizuka is going to be succeeded by Kenyuu Horiuchi. I really do apologize for butchering that name. Let's see. Hunter is finally coming back from hiatus this month. Holy crap, I never thought it would happen. My God. I give it a week. 2 at the most. No offense, but about 2 weeks. Sonic the Hedgehog's live-action movie, oh God, has been bumped up a week. Oh, this can't be good. This can't be good. Sony Japan is ending, not planning to, they are ending the repair service for the PlayStation 2 system after 18 glorious years. Wow. 18 years? Damn. I really do feel old. And just because I found this at the last minute that it pisses me off, just enough to the point that I want to talk about it and not do an Andrew Rants video on it. Kemono Friends voice actors. If you're hoping to audition to become one of the voices of the characters, you better be willing to put down your bust size on your application, as well as some other measurements. I'm going to explain that, because I don't think any words I say are going to make this better. But I'm going to try my best to explain this. But all that, maybe a bag of chips, I don't know, whatever you got in your pantry. But as always, for those of you that are new, this is the part where I self-promote myself and do some shameless self-promotion. But for those of you that have been around, you know the drill by now. ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. A wide variety of stuff. I am working on putting up some new stuff. Yes, I know I say that every single week. Yes, it's true. Only this week, I got a little sidetracked with something that popped into my head that I wanted to jot down, and I've been pretty much working on that the entire week. Honestly, it's just been one of those... yeah. But anyway, if you're in the mood for trading cards, video games, DVDs, a couple Blu-rays, whole bunch of weird stuff, oddities, stuff that you can put on a coffee table and have it be the focal point and the starting point of an icebreaker, well, you're in luck, because I probably have something like that for sale, and you can pick it up on eBay. That's ARHOADS-2012 on eBay. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Otaku Roads and on the official Web Designer 18 Facebook page. Because, hey, I love you guys that much. Okay, so here's the part, for those of you that are new, where I talk about how my week went. Got a day off on Wednesday because of the holiday. That was kind of nice and unexpected. We watched War of the Roses last Sunday as I uploaded the Q&A video, which, honest to God, that was a pain in the ass. I have finally figured out a way to do those a little more efficiently. I still have to do one more experimentation before I can call it a complete success. But I'm going to check on that at some point to see if there's like one more thing I can do just to fine-tune it and tweak it just a bit to make it work out really well. But otherwise, I kind of have it figured out to what my time limit is. So, and I want to stress this right here and now. I had it up as like an hour and 20 minutes, and my podcast is usually about an hour long. So here's a news flash. You are never going to be seeing me do a recorded podcast. That's just coming right out in the open right here, right now. Maybe some point down in the future, if I find a better internet connection, maybe. Because, honestly, it was like 400-something megabytes. I got it down to smallest size I could get it to without having the video be complete crap. So, taking that into account and throwing everything else into account as well, if I'd want to upload it straight up and not compress it, I'm looking at like 1.0 something gigs. And yeah, my internet connection sucks. It's good enough to watch some YouTube videos if I don't mind some loading. It's good enough for regular surfing of the net, but yeah, it's not the world's greatest for uploading. It's going to take like a good 6 hours just to upload a Q&A video or even a podcast, and I am not going to spend 6 hours putting a video up online. That's where I draw the line. So yeah, like I said, maybe someday down the road in the future, if I get like a better internet connection or something where my speed for uploading is a hell of a lot better than it is. But yeah. So there is that. Let's see, what else did I do this week? Then we watched the movie. We watched High School High on Monday for Labor Day, and I ended up getting Rhinestone Cowboy stuck in my head, which was fun. Let's see. Didn't have to work on Wednesday. Thursday was sort of boring. Friday was somewhat uneventful. Although, my mom has asked me to put out a question to all of my fans and to everybody on the internet that's willing to listen to me, which technically is Twitter and occasionally Facebook. Not my Web Designer 18 Facebook, my actual Facebook. Anyway, the question is, she overheard two people arguing in the grocery store yesterday. And she wants to know how this is possible. Now, they weren't arguing about anything particular, just over what they were getting. And one of them, they got 2 loaves of bread, and they wanted to make cheese sandwiches. The one went to go get some cheese, and the other one said, we're not buying that, we're not making cheese sandwiches. But yet they have the bread. So my mom wants to know this. For all of you out there that can help her and my grandfather figure this out, because I've just thrown my hands up in the air and said, screw it! This is like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? How do you make a cheese sandwich without cheese? I'm pretty sure you need cheese to make a cheese sandwich, because cheese sandwich is in the name. So, how do you make a cheese sandwich without cheese? Anybody out there that can give some insight on this, please leave it in the comments section below, because she really wants some answers to this, and so does my grandfather. We can both use some answers. They can both use some answers on this. Like I said, I've just thrown my hands up in the air and said, screw it! I'm out! But she can really use some answers for it. So if anybody out there has any ideas, please feel free to leave it in the comments section. Otherwise, yeah, it's been a pretty uneventful week. Although I did finally get a 3-star rogue in my Marvel Contest of Champions game, and I stopped playing Digimon Lynx. Mostly for the fact that I beat the story mode in Lynx. I'm not going to put money into it, and that seems to be the direction they're going, that if you want to get anywhere in that game, you have to start dropping cash in it, and I'm out right off the bat. If I start smelling that, I'm out. At least with Contest of Champions, they still keep it free, where you can still get stuff the same. You have the same chance of getting everything as everybody else, and I love that game so much for that. But I stopped playing Lynx. I stopped playing Digimon Lynx. I uninstalled it because, honestly, it's just, I'm not going to put money into it just to get a Digimon that I got cheated out of first off because they ended that damn thing early. I know they did. I did the math in my head and I checked the timing on it. They ended it early. So, yeah, but there was that. So I got 3 games now on my tablet. Might look into getting a 4th, but I want to look into probably getting a better tablet. But anyway, this is throwing it on. My mom's probably getting pissed. So, let's get ready to podcast. This is going to be a fun night. Okay, so let's start off this week with something that I've been looking forward to since I heard about it 2 weeks ago. And that is the death battle between Optimus Prime and the RX-78-2. I thought it was just going to be the RX-78. They showed the RX-78. How in the hell was it the RX-78-2? The RX-78-2 is slightly different. I swear it's slightly different. But you know what? Screw it. It's a Gundam. Optimus Prime took on a Gundam. That was the death battle for this time around, for September 5th. And I'm not going to deny this. While it was good, and I'm going to stress that right off the bat, it was highly good, I constantly was just going, just end this already. Why are you toying with him? Just finish him off already. Because Optimus Prime just owned that fight. This was like Smokey the Bear versus McGruff the Crime Dog all over again to me. But this one was a lot more entertaining because it could have gone either way at some points. But you knew Optimus was pulling this one out in the end. So, they concluded that Optimus won because he could literally take a nuclear explosion to the face and just come out, dust off his shoulders, and go, well, that's just Prime. And boom! Instant classic right there. The thing's unstoppable, basically. And the Gundam can easily get its ass whooped, which it did. It lost. Amuro Ray, which was my entire thing at this to begin with, because I was going about how they're comparing this. They're going, well, you know, this and that with the new type, and this and that with, you know, the bot and the machine. And I'm like, yeah, but you have the problem of it has a human pilot. No matter how fast their mind is thinking, their body is not going to move in accordance to that quickness. What's funny is I can actually quote Whis from Dragon Ball Super and from Resurrection of F, when he said, and I quote, "The body can only receive signals so fast. If you're using your eyes to see, till that signal gets sent along the nerve endings to your brain, and then that redirects the signal and processes it to your hands and limbs to move, you're looking at about a good 5 to 10 seconds. Now, yes, it goes by extremely quickly because it's like a blink of an eye, and the majority of the time it's just instinct or quick reflexes. But if you're trying to fight, as in you're controlling something, you're going to notice a difference immediately. Anybody that's ever played a fighting game, you know what I mean by that. When you play a fighting game, you always have the pushing of the buttons. You're trying to do the, like, okay, I'll use Street Fighter here as an example. You're trying to use the Hadouken. And you know the combination, you know the code, you're doing it, but your brain is sending the signal so quickly to your hands that they're trying to keep up. It's going, you know, you have to do it this way. Come on, you know how, this is how you do it. Why aren't you moving this quickly? It's because your hands are getting the signal bombarded to them so quickly, they can't process it fast enough to do it. It's almost like trying to max out a CPU on a computer and try to do more things while it's maxed out. It's going to go slow, and that's the whole point. So that already had the Gundam being screwed to begin with. Optimus Prime just owned his ass. He owned Amuro Ray and the Gundam. No ends about it. Yes, they did cover the whole the Gundam going sluggish on Amuro because he, you know, basically took it to its limit, which was my entire second argument. The Gundam itself can become overwhelmed if the pilot is too good. But it's still a machine and a person. They have limitations. Optimus Prime is a sentient life form. Okay? He is literally a robot that is sentient. Your ass is grass the minute he stepped onto that battlefield. It was done like dinner. And I'm just getting a kick out of it because I'm just like, there was no way Amuro Ray and the RX-78-2 was going to win that fight. No way in hell. But I'm just watching this and I'm like, just finish him. Just finish him already. I was doing the same thing during the Smokey Bear McGruff the Crime Dog fight. Just finish him. Just finish him already. Get it over with, for God's sake. This is a freaking travesty. I mean, I'm not going to deny that the Gundam put up a good fight. It did, but I say if Optimus would have taken on, like, Wing Zero or... Oh, what's another? If maybe even the Unicorn, Gundam Unicorn. Crap. I'm gonna say it, the Strike Freedom, the new Gundam. Maybe it would have been a little more of a difficult win. But they proved that Optimus was way stronger than the Gundam ever could have hoped to be. I mean, he survived a nuclear blast on Cybertron and basically just dusted it off like a badass. There was no way he was not coming out of that unscathed. So, yeah, it was done like dinner, folks. But, yeah, I enjoyed it. If you didn't get a chance to check it out yet, I highly recommend it. It's on Screw Attack's YouTube channel. It's the Death Battle, Optimus Prime versus the RX-78-2. I am not looking forward, though, to the next one, their live-action Death Battle, because I'm not a fan of Daredevil, and they're using the new Robin from the DC Titans thing, which anyone that's ever seen my Andrew Rand videos, you know my thoughts on that. Yeah, they're not good. So Adventure Time has come to a final close. That's right, the land of Ooh and the Candy Kingdom have finally seen the last light of day. And honestly, I was so lost watching that, it wasn't funny. And yes, I did see it. No, not the night it premiered. I saw it on YouTube because somebody had the whole episode up. In 2 parts, mind you, but still, I could watch it, so I thought it was fitting. I will say this. The final song, Come Along With Me, that's going to be stuck in my head for a good long while. The whole basis, and spoiler alert, by the way, if you didn't see it yet and you're a fan of Adventure Time, spoiler alert galore here. So it starts off with Beth the Pup Princess and Shermie. I don't know what the hell Shermie's supposed to be. They end up finding Finn's robotic arm and take it to the King of Ooh, who turns out to be Bimo. I want to know, first off, how the robot that did pretty much nothing in this entire series suddenly became the King of Ooh. I want an answer to that more than anything else. As far as I remember, he did diddly shit in this entire series other than be like the grounding point of Finn and Jake and some of the other characters. He did squat. How did he rank becoming the King of Ooh? Well, anyway. He ends up explaining to Beth and Shermie the tale of the war, or the Great Gumball War, which was between Gumball the Wizard and Princess Bubblegum. Yes, idiotic, I know, but apparently worth it. So, the entire thing was that Gumball the Wizard recruited a whole bunch of nasties, including Finn's grass sword self, to basically take on and destroy the Candy Kingdom, and so that he could rule it himself. It didn't exactly go as planned. They trapped him, or tried to trap him, I should say, in some weird little world. Finn and his other self duked it out. And they ended up winning the day by showing that violence isn't the answer. We can all coexist together as they're all getting their asses kicked by each other. It was just like a wonderful little harmony of an oxymoron, I want to say. But still, it was an idiocy that was not lost on me. So anyway, as this is all going on, apparently Glob, yes, the swear word that Finn has been using this entire series is a real thing. I didn't know that. Has been summoned, apparently by Ice King's former fiance or girlfriend. I was confused at that part too. And he's raising all types of hell. Basically, the Gumball Guardians, the Gumball Guardians get turned into hideous mutations. They're taking on another mutation. The treehouse gets destroyed. Most of the banana guards get absorbed. And it's just like, okay, this is great. We did get some closure, though, with a lot of the stuff in the series. Marceline and Princess Bubblegum got together. Gunter grabbed the Ice King's crown after Beth. Was it Beth? I think it was. No, Betty. After, I think it was Betty. Well, anyway, after the Ice King's, whatever she was, took the crown and used its power to literally become one with Glob. Which, first off, what the hell was that entire thing about? But she became one with Glob and basically freed the world and all this other fun. Yeah, who the hell cares? So basically, Marceline and Princess Bubblegum got together. Yay! Fan service. Yay! All those fanfics can finally have some happiness now. They have some meaning to their, drawings and their stories. I'm sorry, but they do. It's been all over DeviantArt. Let's see. What else happened? Oh, yeah. All the basic, Rainicorn dog things that, Jake and Lady Rainicorn had join in this detective agency thing with Detective TV or TY. I don't catch the whole thing. It was a little confusing. But it's all explained in that Come Along With Me song, which ends with, Jake and Finn sitting on a beach as boats appear in the distance, and what I can only assume was Finn's mom waving on this jumbotron to Finn, who's now waving with one arm. And the whole thing ends with Beth the Pump Princess and Shermie climbing to the top of this tree, which was the grass seed from the evil grass form of Finn. And they pull out the sword. And thus ends the series. And I'm just like scratching my head as this, and I'm going, what the hell? Everybody got, and I want to stress this part, because this is what pisses me off with this the most. Now, when you're ending something so well and so wonderful as this, you have to do it in a way that treats everybody to one wonderful sort of deal here. Not a half-assed attempt to shut something up, to shut up a corporation or a network because they're ending your show. You make this so that it's good. And I won't deny that it wasn't bad, but it could have been a hell of a lot better than it was. Honestly, and I want to stress this part the most, the only one that got screwed over the most here, and I mean screwed over the most, was Finn. He got screwed. He got hosed. And I can hear a lot of you out there going, why? Well, he got screwed because everybody else got closure and redemption. They grew throughout this entire series, okay? You had Princess Bubblegum wanting to distance herself and use her mind and science to save the world, only to basically realize that I can't do this. I really can't, deny my feelings anymore, because her and Marceline were a thing. You have the Ice King, who was Simon, who basically came back to his senses and realized what I did was wrong, but I did it for a reason. And he lives the rest of his life in peace. You have Gunter, who pretty much just wanted to be the Ice King and ends up marrying the one princess. How the hell that managed to happen, I still cannot figure out. Honestly, I've seen the song, and it still bugs the hell out of me. You have Peppermint Butler, who's still learning dark magic. Where the hell was he during this fight? I don't think he was gumballed. If he was gumballed, that's even scarier. as I honestly haven't seen much of the last season. Let's see. Jake gets some redemption. Almost every single person gets redemption. Besides the ancient tandem war elephant that got screwed out of anything. It just shows up and goes, I heard that there was a war. And it's like, it's just there. Where were you, like, 5 minutes ago when the two kingdoms were beating the shit out of each other? You could have kicked ass and took names. They wouldn't even have needed to use half the banana guards up. Finn is the only one, besides the ancient psychic tandem war elephant, that gets hosed. He comes out of this screwed. Hood, screwed, and tat frickin' tooed. For starters, he doesn't really find any love. Everybody else in the land of Ooh is hooking up. He's still basically got his hand. Well, one hand, because he lost his right one. So he still has his left hand, and he's got Jake. That's scary. I'm sorry I put that in your minds, but that's scary. But you have that. He's trying to punch his way out of a deity that's literally closing a box around him, Simon, and what's her name. The whole thing ends with BMO singing a song to cheer Jake up. The only thing that Finn goes is like, I really could have bought it back there. If it wasn't for your song, I would have been a goner. But you got nothing else. You were still trying to solve your problem with brute force. You were still trying to out-muscle and out-strength everybody. And it was proven it wasn't going to work. And you still do it anyway. The Ice King / Simon goes, you can't punch your way out of this one, Finn. And he's still trying to punch the wall to get out. The whole time I'm like, you got screwed in this. I mean, he didn't get Flame Princess because she ended up becoming a rapper or some musician with the Pie Bot. Bubblegum and Marceline hooked up, so we got neither of them. There's no princess in the land of Ooh he can get with. He got screwed. He got screwed. So, we'll agree that yes, the ending song is going to be stuck in my head for years to come, not to mention the fact that it was so nicely written. Honestly, I'm disappointed in the ending because of how you ended it. You screwed over the main character, basically giving him no redemption, giving him no growth, and you slapped a label on it, put a sticker on it, and said, we're done. Congratulations. But if you have a chance to check it out, highly recommend you do it. I guarantee you Cartoon Network's going to be playing that thing, beating that dead horse over and over and over again until hell freezes over. But anyway, if you get a chance to check it out, check it out. All that leaves now on Cartoon Network is Steven Universe and We Bare Bears. I'm actually starting to like We Bare Bears. It's actually kind of starting to grow on me to a point, but it's starting to grow on me. But yeah, that Adventure Time, that was horrible. Alrighty, so following the untimely and sudden death of Unshō Ishizuka, Kenyuu Horiuchi will be stepping up to take over his role as Professor Oak on Pokémon in Japan. Now, TV Tokyo announced this on Monday, that he's going to be taking over. Now, he's most noted for being Pain and the second Hokage in Naruto, Re:Zero starting life in Another World's Wilhelm van Astrea, Joker Games Lieutenant Colonel Yuki as well. So he's going to be replacing the late voice actor for the role of Professor Oak in the Pokemon Sun and Moon television anime series, which I'm amazed is still going at this point. This feels like the Sinnoh region all over again. I'm not joking. It honestly... Was it Sinnoh? Yeah, Sinnoh. Yeah. Hoenn was the better one. That's right. So TV Tokyo, like I said, they revealed this on Monday, and last month they revealed, sadly, that they revealed last month that Ishizuka had already recorded before his death his parts for the Pokemon Sun and Moon television anime through the episode that will premiere the first week of October. He also narrated the series, but Horiuchi is going to be taking over as the character, starting with the episode that will air on October 21st. Let's see here. It said in its memorial comments last month that Ishizuka worked as a voice actor with many roles in anime programs and anime films, and in dubbing foreign films and foreign drama programs. The company noted Ishizuka's work on the Pokemon anime from its debut in April of 1997 through the most recent film, Pokemon the Movie: The Power of Us, which offered heartfelt gratitude, which premiered on July 13th. TV Tokyo said Ishizuka's work on the franchise has impacted children around the world. The company offered heartfelt gratitude to Ishizuka and condolences for his passing. He passed away on August 13th due to esophageal cancer. He was 67 and modern. This is the part that I get a kick out of. So you're going to have to do your own Google searching on this one because I was scratching my head with this too. He was 67 by modern age reckoning and 68 by traditional Japanese age reckoning. I remember something about that, but I don't know enough to even... I don't even know if what I know is accurate. So like I said, you're going to have to Google search that one on your own if you want. Let's see here. He was receiving medical care sometime before his death. It had not proved effective. His close relatives held a private wake and a funeral, and a public farewell ceremony is being planned with details to come at a later date. So it is sad that he left, but at least the show's going to go on. They found somebody to fill his shoes. I doubt highly he's probably going to be upset about it. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they did this. Dragon Ball did the same thing with Hiromi Suru's character Bulma, which honestly fans really could not take that one well, and I'm still reeling from it myself because I heard the Japanese voice so many times. The one that they got though, I swear to God, it's a dead ringer. I swear to God, she's a dead ringer. It's just that scary. But anyway, there is that. So all that's going to be said and done. So look forward to the new voice of Professor Oak in the Japanese Pokemon Sun and Moon anime series starting on October 21st as he fills the shoes of his predecessor. May he rest in peace, because, I mean, he did wonders for so many years. He did the voice for so many years. He brought life to the character. Honestly, may he rest in peace for that. Seriously, good job. He did a really good job on that. Alright, so for those of you that are into Hunter x Hunter, I honestly just got into it this year because I watched an episode on Pluto's Anime All Day channel. All anime, all day long. No, that's not a promotion for them. I honestly did not know that existed. Granted, the majority of it's subbed. So, yeah, I mean, I could take sub to a point, but even I have my limits. But anyway, I got into Hunter x Hunter watching that because all of a sudden I watched this episode where Crollo Lucifer's taking on the Zoldyck family, and I'm like, what the hell was this? And I'm looking at him going, this is Hunter x Hunter? This is Hunter x Hunter? And I saw the parts from Greed Island, and I'm like, this is seriously Hunter x Hunter? Because I remembered Hunter x Hunter being a whiny kid, basically upset that his friends disappeared. That's what I always remembered Hunter x Hunter to be. So I was kind of surprised that, holy crap, this is Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, okay, I'm game. So I caught all the old school episodes, at least all but one, I want to say, and I did not watch any of the OVA, which sadly is the best part of Hunter x Hunter. So it kind of bummed me out. But anyway, for those of you that love the manga, that have been waiting for this day to come, give me a drum roll, please. Bing! The manga will be returning this month from its overly long hiatus. Due to Yoshihiro Togashi's health issues, the Hunter x Hunter series is finally preparing to return after all the hiatuses his health put in jeopardy. Well, basically, I really shouldn't say jeopardy. For all the hiatuses due to the health issues, it's a wonderful thing to finally have it coming back. I just want to say that. First off, it's a wonderful thing. Second, your health is more important than a series. And people have to understand this. Not everything in the world can come out when you want it to. Believe me, if I could snap my fingers and get 100 books that I wanted to read, 100 manga series that I wanted to read when I was in high school that never got conclusions, all I have to do is bing, and they're here. I could get the rest of Icon, which has never been dubbed in English, never translated. Damn you, Media Blasters. Just want to get that out there. But it's nice, though, that it is coming back. Let's see here. It's scheduled for the September 22nd issue of Japanese Weekly Shonen Jump. The hiatus kicked off back in April of this year. That was the most recent hiatus. Now, the question, though, that has been on everybody's mind. How long is it going to last? Well, yes, health issues with manga artists are a massive thing. Again, I will quote Bakuman till the day I die on this. Health issues with any type of manga creator are a major concern, mostly because they run the risk of bringing themselves onto injury. They can get themselves severely sick, they can dehydrate, it's a whole slew of things that can happen. So, having this coming back actually is a good thing. It means that the manga artist, or the author I should say, is better, feels like they can work, which is a good thing. Now, yes, it's sad that, the fans are basically going, how long is it going to last? But given the track record, it's not exactly a question that should be taken as an insult. It's mostly out of, we're just concerned, should you really still be doing this? Should you just wrap this up? That way you can put this to bed in case something serious happens to you. That's how I always view that question. Whenever I see it pop up, oh, well, how long is this going to last? It's back for how long? I honestly just keep thinking, if your health is that bad that you have to take elongated hiatuses, honestly, just wrap the thing up. I mean, yes, it'll upset the fans. Yes, it'll piss a lot of them off. But honestly, just wrap it up. That way you don't have to worry about what's going to happen should you, God forbid, die. Your health issues could become severe, and just like that. I'll quote Mr. Miyagi here for a moment. You walk on left side of the road, you're safe. You walk on the right side of the road, you're safe. You walk down the middle of the road, sooner or later, just like grape. And honestly, that's the risk that they're running here. It's like, well, I'm good enough to work. So you're kind of walking on the right or left side of the road, but yet you're in the middle of it. So that's my entire point. But honestly, sooner or later, squish, just like grape. So, yeah. So it is coming back. Fans are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm just hoping this kind of means that we might get like another anime edition out or something, which would be really cool, because apparently they're coming out with a new iOS game or Android game, or it's an app-based game, basically Greed Island 2, which kind of has me a little excited, because I'm kind of hoping that it'll be available for my tablet, because that actually looks pretty awesome. Yeah, it did. But anyway, congrats to Hunter x Hunter. Welcome back when you come back, and honestly, I hope you stick around for a while. I really do. Alright, so I'm not a fan of live-action movies. I think I've made that point perfectly clear here. Now, yes, while I am looking forward to that live-action Battle Angel Alita movie later this year, I'm still not a huge fan of live-action adaptations of real anything. Regardless if it's anime, video games, what have you. So you all know my thoughts then on this Sonic the Hedgehog movie that's been coming out. I mean, I think I've been complaining and bitching about it on the podcast enough. Well, the studio behind it, Paramount, they decided to update their release calendar. Yep. And one of the projects that got moved around is the live-action Sonic the Hedgehog movie. But it's not being delayed. Oh, no. No. See, Sonic has decided to go supersonic, gathered all 7 of the Chaos Emeralds, turned bright yellow Super Saiyan knockoff that I'm amazed he didn't get sued for, and got himself bumped up a week from its original November 15th premiere to November 8th. An entire week bumped up. Boom. Yeah, you want to be more impressive, you ain't beating Tony Stark with the Avengers thing. Sorry. Promotion is already underway, and Sonic the Hedgehog voice Ben Schwartz from Parks and Recreation hopped on Larry King's show in an attempt to explain exactly what Sega's franchise is all about. Wait a minute! Wait a fucking minute here! Stop! Wait a minute. I actually read this, and it just now sunk into my head. You have somebody coming out on Larry King's show. First off, I'm amazed Larry King's still around. I do apologize for this, but I'm amazed he's still around. Second off, you're explaining what Sonic the Hedgehog is all about? You're joking, right? No, seriously, you're joking, right? Sonic the Hedgehog, you don't know what Sonic the Hedgehog is all about, yet you're voicing the character. And you're trying to explain to people, this is what Sonic the Hedgehog is all about. He's the guardian of his world, basically. He is the fastest hedgehog around, next to Shadow. He fights to save the critters of the forest from the nefarious Dr. Eggman. / Robotnik, depending on which version of Sonic you're talking about. He is a hedgehog that runs faster than Speedy Gonzales. He can outrun a Formula One race car. You have to explain this to people. That's a problem right off the bat that is not gonna be helping your franchise when you're going to make the movie, where you have the lead star voicing the character coming out and going, this is what Sonic is. There's a wonderful invention. I want to say this. It's called Google. It's 6 letters. Google. Google. Look it the hell up. You're honestly going out on a TV show and explaining to people who probably aren't even the target demographic, for starters. Because last time I checked, Larry King does not pitch stuff to kids. So you're on Larry King's show to attempt to explain exactly what Sega's franchise is all about. So you don't even know what the franchise is all about. You're attempting to explain it. And you're voicing the lead character. That's it, folks. I'm officially done. This movie is dead in the water. It's trash. Good night, folks. Good night. I'm going to call this right now. September 8th, 2018, I'm calling Sonic the Hedgehog dead in the water by the time it hits theaters 2 months from now. Holy crap, yeah, because today's the 8th, it's coming out on November 8th. Okay, so 2 months, the 8th of November, it comes out. I'm officially calling it Dead in the Water because the lead actor for the voice is now trying to attempt to explain what Sonic the Hedgehog is. How difficult is it to explain what I... Oh, God. It's a video game! This is like me trying to explain to my mom what Fortnite was this week after she was listening to a radio program. Yes, I know, Mom. Sorry I'm embarrassing you a little bit on here, but this honestly falls into the same thing because at least my mom knows what Sonic the Hedgehog is. I'm pretty damn sure she knows... No. I know for a fact she knows what Sonic the Hedgehog is. I know she knows what Sonic the Hedgehog is. 100%, without a doubt, she knows what Sonic the Hedgehog is. I am sure of that. She knows what Sonic the Hedgehog is. But dear God, seriously, attempting to explain what Sonic the Hedgehog is. You have got to be kidding me, right? Was there hidden cameras there? Did Larry King know that they were screwing with him? Did they know that they were yanking his chain or something? I mean, something was up there. Did Ashton Kutcher have something to do with this? Because that's idiotic. So you're not even pitching it to the target demographic, which would be teenagers, young kids, possibly some older adults that played the game. So you might have it, but you'd have to get the ones that actually watch Larry King. That's mostly, and I mean no disrespect to this, but people that don't play video games or haven't for the last God knows how many years. So they're watching Larry King, and you're explaining what Sonic the Hedgehog is to them. You could have ended that in one fell sentence and just said, it's a video game, Google it. Done. That's all you had to do. It's a video game, Google it. But what are you doing? You're going to try to explain or attempt to explain what it is, and you're voicing the character. Yeah. Like I said, I'm calling it right here, right now, Dead in the Water, by the time it premieres 2 months from now. Holy crap. No, I'm calling it Dead in the Water. 100% Dead in the Water. I foresee it getting beat by whatever... You know what? Hold on, that's a good question. What is all coming out? What is all coming out in November of this year? Hold on. Let's pull this up quick. Hold on. Movie releases in November 2018. Okay, here we go. And we got... Okay, no, that's... Here we go. Okay, good old Movie Phone. Yay, Movie Phone! Always makes me think of that Seinfeld episode. Hi, I'm Mr. Movie Phone. Okay, we got Ralph Breaks the Internet, The Grinch, Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, Bohemian Rhapsody, Boy Erased, Disney's The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. The hell is that? See, The Girl in the Spider's Web, Widows, Second Act, Creed 2, Robin Hood, and you can add Sonic the Hedgehog to this. It's not beating Wreck-It Ralph. I doubt it's going to beat The Grinch. And if it's going up the same time this Fantastic Beasts movie is coming out, I'm sorry, it's not gonna win. No way is it going to win. There's no way. No way it's going to beat any of those. Okay, here we go. I can actually pull up... Can I get dates here? Can I get dates here? Okay, yes. Okay, I can get dates here. Okay. So, coming out November 2nd, you got The Nutcracker and the Four Realms. I don't know what the hell that is. Bohemian Rhapsody, Nobody's Fool, Rampant, Private War, and Boy Erased. November 7th, you have The Front Runner. November 9th, Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, Overlord, The Girl in the Spider's Web, Postcards from London, Outlaw King, Peterloo, The Long Dumb Road, and you can throw Sonic the Hedgehog in for the 8th, so it's coming out like a Thursday. Probably like at midnight, I bet you. See here, 15th you have the Conundrum Secrets Among Friends. 16th, Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of the Grindelwald, Instant Family, Windows, A Private War, The Front Runner, I guess again, or whatever. The Last Race, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Then on the 21st, right before Thanksgiving, you have Robin Hood, Ralph Breaks the Internet, The Front Runner, again, I guess he's still being out yet. The second act, Creed 2, Green Book. First off, I kind of have bad feelings now for Wreck-It Ralph because a lot of people might go and see Creed 2, but that'll be the parents, and they can just send the kids with a babysitter or older sibling to see Ralph Breaks the Internet. See here. On Black Friday, you got Shoplifters. No, it's actually a movie! It's a drama! That was just well-timed! That was well-timed! I apologize, but that was, honest to God, that was well-timed! You have the favorite Becoming Astrid and Shoplifters on Black Friday on the 23rd. That was perfectly timed. I'm sorry, that was perfectly timed. And see, the 29th, you have a one-day only showing of Pokémon the movie, Everyone's Story, and November 30th, to round out the month, you have Untitled Sony/H Collective Horror, Anna and the Apocalypse, Mirai, and If Beale Street Could Talk. Or Beale Street. That's what's coming out in November. And you can add Sonic the Hedgehog to this list. There is no way in hell that it's going to go anywhere near what you're hoping it's going to get now, especially if you have to explain to Larry King what Sonic the Hedgehog is. If you haven't seen Dorkly, if you haven't seen Level Up, if you haven't played any of the games, watched any of the shows, any of the series, know any of the lore, you are not going to enjoy the movie. And you have the star attempting to explain the character that he's playing in this. And yeah, that's it. Like I said, I draw the line in the sand there. Let's see the movie cross it. I'm drawing a line in the sand. Let's see it cross it. Comes out on November 8th now. Look forward to it if you want to go see it. I don't have high hopes for this anymore. They have officially been dashed to nothing. Well, all good things eventually have to come to an end. And for Sony Japan, the end is now here. For the iconic PlayStation 2. Yes, that's right. PS2 repairs are officially over. In Japan, for Sony Japan, I should say, after 18 years. Their Japanese division has ceased repairs on the PlayStation 2 console, as reported by Kotaku back in late June. The company put out a notice to local PS2 owners with a deadline for requesting one final repair. So if you had one before the deadline, you could get one final repair on it, provided they could fix it even. Customers had until August 31st to fill out an application for after-sales service. And now they've got until September 7th to get their devices and any malfunctioning peripherals to the PlayStation Clinic Repair Depot. That just sounds weird. You're taking your game system to the clinic. It almost sounds like you're basically taking literally taking your PlayStation 2 to a hospital. I can just see that now. Tonight on Dr. Rhodes, MD. He takes on his biggest challenge yet, reviving the office copier. Alright, I need 100 cc's of toner, quick! Give me that power cable! Alright, I'm gonna plug her in. Clear! Nothing, doctor. Damn it! Clear! Nothing. Don't you die on me, damn it! Clear! Doctor, we're getting something. Oh, God, it's a paper jam. Quick! Give me a scissors. I'm going in! Doctor, you can't cut it open. I have to do something, damn it! I'm losing her! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was just me being stupid at that point. But it's basically what it is. That's what it seems like. So Sony's notice on the termination of the PlayStation 2 service has been updated to reflect the applications are no longer being accepted. It's all over, folks. It's all done. And I forgot to clear my phone off, and I know what that's probably for. I do apologize, folks. For those of you that heard that, I do apologize. But anyway, so Sony sent out the notice. They're not fixing them anymore. There's nothing they can do. Yep, I know what it was for. Okay. There's nothing they can do. And it's done. But like I said, they could get one final repair provided that they even have the parts for it. Because there was a part here in the article that said that even for customers who followed the outlined procedure, some repairs simply might not be possible anymore due to the dwindling inventory of parts that the company has on hand. I can first off vouch for this. I have tried my damnedest to repair the 3 PS2s that I had. And all 3 of them died the exact same way. The disk drive stopped functioning. The spindle would spin, and it stopped. Or it wouldn't spin at all, the laser wouldn't move, and it was done. And I had a buddy of mine picked up a couple parts that we found online. I attempted to fix it up, and it's still nothing. So, yeah, the parts for this stuff becomes harder and harder to find. I mean, you want a perfect example of this, go ask any retro computer repair or retro game repairer, and they'll come right out and tell you, oh, God, yeah, the parts in these things are hard as hell to get now. Because, yeah, well, we have to try to find the original part. If we can't find the original part and the person wants original, well, then they're SOL. Otherwise, we're just going to put slightly newer universal parts in that'll work that probably take up less electricity, less energy, stuff like that. But anyway, you do have that. But still, it does open up the floodgates of multiple issues, as it were, with everything that's going on with it. But just for the fact that it's over, and it lasted 18 years. So first off, 18 years is pretty damn long. Taking that you've had the PS3 and PS4 that have come out during that time, that's pretty damn impressive. So, and for PS4 owners, you still have the scattered list of PlayStation 2 games that the PlayStation Store has on hand and their company's PS Now streaming service. But you just don't have nearly enough titles from the truly classic gaming machine. I mean, I owned 3. They were all the slim model. I mean, I heard that the original model didn't have the issues that mine had, but I didn't want that one because my TV at the time, I would have been blocking the signal from too much stuff. I was afraid it would have overheated too badly, and I had enough room for the slim model, not the bulky one. I should have just got the bulky one and been done with it. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's pretty damn respectable. I will agree with them on that. It's 18 years of repairs. So, yeah, I mean, that went well, far beyond what I would have ever expected a gaming console to go. I mean, just imagine it like 10, 20 years from now if Nintendo is still accepting repairs for the Switch. That would be a miracle. I mean, yeah, that would be a miracle in itself. So, yeah, it does suck that the PlayStation 2 era is now officially dead with the death of any repairs you can make, unless you're intelligent enough and gifted enough and skilled enough. And yes, I do mean all 3 of those things, because believe me, I like I said, I tried. I tried to fix my one. In fact, I tried fixing all 3 of them and never got anywhere. So yes, trust me when I say this. It takes skill, crap ton of intelligence and damn near good luck to fix one of those. So, yeah, it takes all of that. But anyway, 18 years, and it's finally dead. So it lasted 18 years. That's what I like to call at least a good almost 2 decades. Would have been cool if it could have lasted 2 decades, but unfortunately, it's just shy of 2 decades by 2 years. So, thank you, PlayStation 2, for everything that you've done for us. And as I always said whenever mine died, and I couldn't fix it, may you continue to fight the robot overlords in the next world. Because we'll all miss you here. Okay, so trying to cut it out to be a voice actor is definitely got to be hard. I mean, I've read stories about it. It's got to be a pain in the ass. But if you were hoping and aspiring to become one of Kemono's friends' second seasons, or even one of the voice actors for it, I guess, you might want to reconsider after this. And honestly, I was tempted to even do this one. I was debating it because there is no good way I can spin this that I'm not coming out looking like a jackass talking about it. But it's got to be known because this is idiotic above everything else. This is stupid, and I honestly hope someone gets fired over this. So, the whole thing with this is they're having open auditions were being held for new cast members. It was noted that applicants were asked to be physically and mentally healthy, but didn't actually need previous acting experience or a promotional agency. Now, that's fine because you figure you want them to be healthy and physically fit, both mentally and, well, you want them to be healthy both mentally and physically. I mean, you don't want somebody that's liable to have a mental problem or could possibly, snap and go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No offense, by the way. I did have a relative that went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and I have known some people that have too. So, no offense to that, but you kind of get what I mean. You don't want to hire somebody that one day could come in and go postal on you. So, yeah, that's understandable there. I mean, yeah, you don't want them to be, completely nuts. But, within the realm of normalcy, whatever that passes for in this world anymore. But you get my point. Please don't take offense by it. Seriously, I'm really not trying to offend anybody. Like I said, my one uncle went crazy. My grandmother apparently went crazy long before I was born for a little bit. And I have another friend that went crazy. So, yeah, I know crazy. So, yeah, I can understand that being physically and mentally healthy. That I understand. But the next part, I don't. A Japanese fan named Fanzel Lotta 2, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, has found the application form online and posted it to Twitter, noting even stranger details about the casting call. Specifically, the application asks for external physical attributes, including height, weight, waist, hip, and bust measurements. For an anime gig, where the only thing that is going to be seen by anyone is going to be heard, and it's your voice. They ain't going to be seeing you, so what the hell does it matter how you look? It's your voice that counts on this one. And this is where I find this officially creepy. Those measurements were marked as required fields. So anybody out there that's ever filled out an application, if you usually have the little asterisk next to like name, address, phone, stuff like that, those are required. That means you have to fill that out in order to move forward. It is required that we have that information. They're putting on an application, which, first off, if this would be here in the U.S., their asses would have been immediately dragged to court in 5 seconds or less. No lawyer in the world could have ever gotten them off of this. Their asses would have been grass. A first-year law student honestly just graduating high school. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to Yale for law. Could have won this case with their eyes closed. So, it gets weirder and weirder. So, in his tweet, Fanzel Latitude decried the details, saying, "This is so creepy. The applicant's measurements are completely unnecessary information." I'm not going to deny that. Why, for the love of God, do you need to know a voice actor's measurements? You don't. You don't. This is some creepy-esque shit here. We are getting into the deep, dark crap of this. This is wrong on every way, shape, and form. And honestly, it disturbs me. Replies, though, to Fanzel Latitude's post speculated on the reasoning behind the application form. There's a reason for this? There's a reason? There is an honest-to-God reason for this? I mean, I can see a point if you're going to have them go to conventions, but I don't think anybody's going to give a crap what the person looks like so long as they do the voice. They won't care. Even though we call them voice actresses, nowadays their looks are considered really important too. How? You can't see them. See, they're definitely looking to have the voice actresses on TV programs, so ultimately it's more about their looks than their voices. What? Wait, what? Hold on. What? So, in other words, we're just going to make every single anime live action then? Is that what that person's implying? They're probably hoping to go on having stage shows even after the second season finishes, so they're going to be concerned about their appearances. That's when you do the patented pop star shuffle, where you find attractive-looking people and you have them lip sync. Lip sync. L-I-P-S-Y-N-C. Lip sync to what the voice actors are saying if you're that freaking conceited about this. The true reason, though, is actually pretty simple. According to Sarah News 24's Casey Basile points out that the application states producers are looking for members of a new idol unit. In other words, Kemono Friends cast members will likely be expected to sing and perform on stage as promotion for the show. Consequently, idol group standards of physical appearance have been deemed important. Well, then why don't you just put down you're looking for an idol group and be done with it? Morons. You've opened yourself up to I don't know what the standards are in Japan for applications for employment and stuff, but if they're anything like, I'm just going to base it off the U.S. ones, your asses are grass. This is one of those, don't call us, we ain't calling you thing. The production studios could easily say, nope, we're done. Funding could all of a sudden, like, your sponsors can go, I'm not going to, you want me to do this? Do you realize if they see our logo on your anime series, how many people are going to stop coming into my place? You can bite me. I ain't giving you no money, and take their funding with them. See, while promotional tactics like this may seem odd at a glance, idiotic's more like it. Let's see here. It's easy to forget that anime series like Macross have been cross-promoting with idol music for decades. In fact, a new music video promoting Macross Frontier just dropped last week. The promotional gimmick of idol groups have managed to keep CD sales alive well after other countries have gone digital only, so it's only natural the struggling anime industry would want a piece of the action. Struggling anime industry? Struggling anime? Have you taken a look lately at how much Dragon Ball Super brought in? Struggling anime industry, my ass. I saw a video a couple weeks ago that Dragon Ball Super brought in almost 1 billion yen. Struggling my ass. You still got One Piece going. You got the new Dragon Ball Super movie coming out in December. You have Pokémon, the Digimon movies that came out, the whole Tri thing. So many anime series are racking up dough. What are you smoking? Struggling my ass. And keeping CD sales alive. Did you not see the article that was written about the whole bunch of CDs chucked in the trash just for the voting card? That's really keeping the CD industry alive, man. Wow. Whew. Man, you know, if that were here or in any other country, anybody that goes dumpster diving just got lucky. Hey, I got a whole bunch of CDs I can sell on eBay. Over in Japan, CD sales are up. Sir, they're all in the trash can. CD sales are through the roof. It's struggling anime industry. CD sales alive and well. Come on. I'm sorry, but I kind of think that person, and I really hate to say it this way, but if somebody thinks I'm over the line here, please tell me. But I don't think I am. They really got to pull their head out of their ass. Because, I mean, let's face it, struggling anime industry, my ass. How is it struggling? It's not making money fast enough, or it's making too much money? Because struggling my ass. And you got Food Wars. I mean, oh, God, bullshit. Bullshit. Man, my bullshit meter, where is it? I forgot I lent it to somebody. Damn it. My bullshit meter would be going off right now. It's also worth noting, though, that stage play adaptations of Kemono Friends ran on 2 separate occasions in June. Back to the article, I should have said first. Let's see, June of last year and January of this year, featuring many actresses from the anime. It could be merely a coincidence that many of Kemono Friends' voice actors were prepared to perform on stage. But it's also quite possible that the producers have been selecting actresses based on their capabilities outside a voice acting booth. Since its first season, other promotional gigs aside, it's natural to assume new cast members in the anime's second season are being considered for inclusion in future iterations of the stage play. So, we can now throw anime into the sex industry, I guess. So, alright, here you go. For all of you out there that kept saying that anime and porn are the same thing, here you go. Why don't you tote this banner up a little higher while you're at it? This is stupid and idiotic beyond any words I could ever imagine. And people are they're gonna get away with this. I can't believe this crap. I mean, I still want to know, struggling anime industry. Struggling how? You tell me how. I guarantee you, I could throw a dart at any anime series currently airing in Japan. I could chuck that dart right there at it, and it will come up, and it'll have at least a crap ton of cash to its name. I dare you. And keeping CD sales alive, that's bullshit. That's bull. So in other words, if you want to be one of Kemono Friends' voice actresses, well, you better get ready to be poked and prodded, and they're basically saying at this point that you have to be pretty in order to even apply, which is wrong. I mean, it's fine if you want to be a model or something, because that, you would pretty much need that, unless it's, unless they're looking for that, but yes, And again, I don't mean to sound insensitive. Like I said, there's no way I can spin this that doesn't come off as me sounding like a dick. But it's true. I could see a point if they want them for physical appearances. Like, you're going to be seeing them 99.9999% of the time. But not if you're only going to be hearing their voices. Why should you care at that point what they look like if you're only hearing their voices? Did you not ever hear the old saying, video killed the radio star? It's an entire song. But this is just, it's sad. That's just freaking sad. It's sad and wrong, and oh God, that's just sad. Seriously, that's sad, and that's just sad. Alrighty, everybody, that's gonna do it this week for the podcast. For this, I'm recording this later because I got caught up watching something on YouTube. Really need to start budgeting my time better. Okay, in all fairness, it was a video on how to improve uploading and video quality of YouTube videos. So technically, it's educational. It in a Mega Man video, so don't judge me. Anyway, if you have any topics you'd like me to talk about, feel free to drop them either in my discussion section here on my channel, on the Web Designer 18 Facebook page, tweet them to me on Twitter at OtakuRoads, or drop them off at the official podcast email, acrpodcast@gmail.com. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes. This has been the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. I am going to bed because I pretty much missed Backtracks USA. I'm going to bed. See yous all next time. Bye, everybody.